Hey guys, still here and welcome back to some more Nikke. Now, before we actually get started with the School of Luck, let's do a 10 shot and see what happens. Maybe we can actually get someone new. Huh? Dang. I haven't gotten an SSO in a while. This kinda sucks. Almost makes me want to do another 10 shot on Marciana's banner, but I ain't that crazy. I gotta save up what little I can for the anniversary for whatever character that's gonna be. Even though I really want Sensei right now. And apparently Naga's the next character? She is, right? Yeah. Naga's on Twitter right now, so Naga's the next character we're getting. Alright. Well, either way, School of Rock. I know nothing about this event. Let's go and enjoy the story, shall we? Hopefully we see a lot of Marciana. Okay, everyone. We're gonna be taking a group photo for Class P. It's our turn. About time. I was starting to get bored with all the waiting. Everyone, stand up straight and look at the camera. The entire Class P from MMR Vocational School gathers in front of the camera. Zwei places a ladder in front of Ray. You can stand on this if you want, Ray. Awesome, thanks. Ray stands up on the ladder. Wow, I can see a lot better now. Alright, everyone, I'm going to take the photo now. Excuse me, miss, but could you maybe lighten up a bit? Sorry. Are you okay, Miss Marciana? You're not nervous, are you? Do you want some chocolate? No, I'm okay. Sorry for holding everyone up. Let's do it again. Okay, on 3, everyone. Huh. 1, 2, 3. The students returned to their dorms, leaving the classroom eerily silent. One evening inside the dark classroom. Oh? The sounds of someone typing filled the air. Is she staying late at the school again? Words flash on the computer monitor. To our beloved Commander Cell. Hello, Commander Cell. As we approach the end of the semester, we would like to invite the Commander to act as the test examiner for the final exams organized by MMR Vocational School. We hope you will accept our invitation. Oh, I would have accepted it gladly had you showed up. Man, I would have loved to have gotten you. And take this opportunity to witness the glorious achievements of the students at this academic institution. Sincerely, MMR Vocational School. Will this be enough? I hope he comes. Oh, I would have... I need to stop. I would have definitely have done so had you showed up. But I have no words for how down bad I kind of am for Marciana. He has to. An invitation from the MMR Vocational School. Yes. MMR Vocational School. Is it the Nikke Training School? Sponsored by MMR. That's the what? You knew? Then I assume you also know Cheyenne is the director of the school. It might be a bit awkward going to a school where Cheyenne is in charge. Anis picks up the invitation. Still, they are asking you to be an invigilator. I don't think it'd hurt to check it out. Right. They recognize your talent. Why else would they invite you to take up such a prestigious position? And what's not to like? Exactly.
This is a prime opportunity to gloat at the students. You can go over and brag about how many operations you've conducted up on the surface.
I don't think that's what examiners do. If you're intended to act as an examiner, it's important that you know what the test will comprise.
What's there to know? It's just a regular exam like any other. Probably on theory or physical education, you know, stuff like that.
This isn't your ordinary run-of-the-mill school. There's been a dearth of information regarding what kind of tests are being done in there.
Come to think of it, you're right. I don't know the first thing about their curriculum. No one does, actually. I guess you're right. And there aren't many graduates from that place either. What did Miss Lee say last time? Something about they were sending a few people there to whip them into shape and become a second Mati squad. Have you heard anything to that effect, Rappy?
Nothing definitive. But I also heard that a few graduates from the school had been picked to form the next flagship squad for Miss Lee's. I haven't heard of any other graduates going to different companies.
Must be one heck of a tough place to graduate from.
That's probably why we haven't been getting Miss Lee's units lately. Every other place, mainly Tetra. Not really any of Miss Lee's though.
The exam must be brutal. Maybe they've only got an hour to memorize all of the Orc's jurisprudence materials. That'd be the worst. How could you possibly memorize all that crap? Not everyone is unique. Oh, or maybe they try and see who can unleash their firepower the fastest. Since it's a Nikke-based school, I would assume they all know how to handle firearms. Maybe they test how quickly they can complete the conduct the simulation.
What you're saying is that all the girls know how to work and handle a gun, huh? Well, what do you know? I have a gun of my own.
Darn, now I'm more curious than ever.
Commander, given that available information is scant, we're unsure what your tenure there will entail. Are you still planning on going? I've been invited, so I feel obligated to attend. Understood.
The security management there is quite strict, so you won't be able to go there with you. Come back safe. Don't forget to bring back some souvenirs.
Nail, and it's a school, not a tourist attraction.
You never know. They might have something.
I'll see you all later. Be careful, Commander. On the date stipulated on invitation, I head towards the MMR Vocational School. The moment I pass through the rather garish main gate.
You're finally here. I see you've used your right foot to cross over the threshold.
Yeah, hello? Students in black robes start rushing out from inside the school.
Oh my gosh, is this really happening? To think that such a famous personality would visit our school. This must be a sign from the gods that we'll do well on the exam.
Come again?
Our faith has paid us dividends. A great being has appeared before us. A holy messenger prophesizing the end of the exam. I asked the congregation, do you believe? Oh yes, I believe.
Is this a female cult? Feeling that I've accidentally stumbled into the wrong place, I check the plaque on the school gate again. MMR Vocational School. I'm definitely at the right place, no doubt about that.
Do you believe that our exams will be a rapturous success? I believe. Do you believe in nobility? I believe.
The group is drawing the attention of passerbys in the vicinity. I should really get going.
Oh my goodness, it's you.
Out of the blue, someone embraces me from behind. Tia, hello. And Naga as well.
Hi, teacher. boy, am I happy to see you. Teacher, it's actually you. I told you he was here. It just sounded so unbelievable. I wasn't sure whether to trust you. At any rate, what brings you here, teacher? We're in the middle of exams right now, so nobody will have much to spare time to spend with you. Unless you're here to see one of the faculty.
I was invited as an examiner. My question is, why does she hold her skirt like that, lifting it up? Trying to do you trying to seduce your teacher, Naga? I was invited by an examiner.
An examiner? You? You're kidding.
Should I not be here?
No, it's not that. It's just unexpected. Totally unexpected.
What do you mean?
Commander.
Hey, Marciana. Marciana runs up.
So this is where you were. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Everything's a bit more chaotic than usual around here thanks to the exams.
As soon as Marciana walks up, there's a noticeable buzz amongst the crowd surrounding us. It feels like we're getting quite a lot of attention.
That we are. I don't think this is a very ideal place for a conversation. Here, let me take you to one of the meeting rooms.
Sounds good.
Aw, you're leaving already? I wanted to spend more time with you. He needs to work, Tia. We can hang out once we're done with our exams. Fine, I guess. See you later, teacher. Bye-bye. Bye, Miss Marciana.
Naga and Tia leave.
Here, follow me.
Okay. I follow Marciana into the meeting room.
Whew. I'm sorry. I should have met you in front ahead of time. It's just that the campus gets into a bit of a frenzy before the exams, so it was hard to find you.
It's okay.
Thank you for understanding. I assume you received the invitation I sent.
I mean, I wouldn't be here otherwise, right? I did. I believe I've been invited in the capacity of an examiner.
Correct. You will be staying here for 5 days.
Staying in an all-girls school for 5 days. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
During which you will be serving as an examiner during the end of semester evaluation. The exams are divided into 2 major parts. First, the written exam, which will assess whether they have the mental capacity to assist their commander while in the field. Then there is the practical exam, which determines how well they fare against raptors in a combat environment. You will be monitoring and supervising the students to ensure they don't engage in any misconduct during the written exams. For the practical exam, you will be accompanying them as sort of a simulated commander to assess whether they have what it takes to become an active duty Nikke.
When do the exams begin?
The written exam starts tomorrow. It runs from 9 in the morning until 6 in the evening.
Jeez.
The practical exam will take place the following day. After both portions are completed, there will be a graduation ceremony / celebratory event. Neither of these are mandatory. You are free to skip the graduation ceremony and return to your accommodation. Those, in a nutshell, are your primary responsibilities as an examiner. Do you have any questions?
Is there anything I need to have prepared before tomorrow?
No. You're free to enjoy the on-campus accommodation that we'll be providing you. And take this time to have a good rest. Of course, you may also socialize with the students if you wish. However, as you saw earlier, things are a bit chaotic at the moment. I personally recommend you take a breather and remain inside your accommodation for today. And it would be wise of you to assume that certain students you are familiar with will not be acting like their usual selves.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you will end up running into them on your way to the dorm. You'll be able to see for yourself.
Very well.
Allow me to show you to your room.
Just as Marciana predicted, right after we enter the corridor leading to the dorms.
Teacher!
Rai rushes over to us. I still don't know if it's Ray or Rai. I feel like it's still one of those.
I've been wondering about something.
What is it?
Why do we need to do exams?
Huh?
Nikke should be able to hold their own against raptures. So I get the point of the practical exam. But what's the deal with the written exam? I've asked Narus a bunch of times, but I still don't get it.
To be honest, I'm a bit curious about that myself. Both theoretical and practical knowledge will help you fight raptors more efficiently.
Correct. Huh. That's not true. I know a lot of Nikkes that are dumb as rocks.
Yeah. Want to tell us a few of those?
But are super strong.
For example, yes, please tell me who you think is dumb as a rock.
There are plenty.
No. I mean, I figured it would have to be these two fools. Like, I can't arguably think of anyone else that would be dumb as a rock. Like, one's literally a hero, and one tries so hard to be a villain, but is actually just a hero in disguise as a villain. Like, yeah, okay. There are actually a couple of Nikkes that come to mind.
So can I sit out the written exam? Narus are all I need. I think it's okay even if I fail the written exam.
No.
Why not? Why not? I'm strong.
That may be true, but you need your mind to be strong as well.
But I'm already a senior.
Exactly. So there's still time left for you to improve.
But why?
Because it's a student's duty to constantly improve.
What's duty?
Something you must do. You see, you don't even know the word duty. Unless you improve, you'll end up becoming a foolish Nikke who can't understand basic command or debriefings. Is that what you want?
No. I can understand the briefings just fine.
I know you can, but if you neglect your studies, you'll end up falling behind and being considered a stupid Nikke.
I'm not stupid. Why are you so mean?
Rai runs off. This is gonna be a long 5 days. Rai doesn't seem to have understood our point. That's true, but believe me, we're just getting started. Let's continue. Okay. The commotion continues as we make our way to my room.
Teacher, you stepped on the line.
What, did I break my mother's spine or something now? Huh?
You stepped on the center line of the hallway. When exams are in session, you should only walk on the right side.
What, so stepping on a line is literally bad luck?
That way you'll have good luck.
I see. Also, it's really interesting seeing, you know, Spy here.
So trust me, stick to the right side and avoid the middle line.
Zwei mumbles to herself as she walks by with a textbook in her arms. Zwei keeps asking others not to step on the line.
Teach, what are you doing here?
I've been invited to be an examiner.
Really? So, any chance you give me some of the answers later? Oh, I ain't ever the getter, huh? What are you willing to do for those answers, huh? As I said that, Marciana did not hear a single thing, because I whispered that into her ear, otherwise things would go badly. But no, seriously, it's interesting seeing a getter here. Ein. What's the vibration? Everyone gets a bit loopy, don't you think? Rai lobbing questions at you. Zwei telling you to walk on the right. They always act like this whenever it's close to exams. Ein, you're still shaking your leg whenever you're anxious. Well, what are you talking about? I feel fine.
Ein continues to shake one of her legs.
Anyway, I'm leaving. This is your fault, Miss Marciana. You keep saying weird stuff to us.
Ein, who can't stop shaking her legs.
I'm gonna pass.
A paper flower petal falls onto the ground.
I'm gonna fail.
Oh, it's one of those.
I'll pass. I'll fail. I'll pass. I'll fail. Oh no, the last petal.
One student is trying to ascertain her fortune by plucking the petals off an origami flower.
In order to do well in the exam, I need to run. I need to run towards victory.
That ain't gonna help you there. A gaggle of students sprint maniacally around the field. It feels as if the entire campus is home to a giant collection of eccentricities and anomalies. Why is everyone acting so strangely?
The final exams makes everyone nervous. They're desperate and willing to try anything to get a passing mark.
It sounds intense.
It is. Exams are always intimidating. Anyway, don't worry. Once the written exam is over, most students will calm down.
I see. Marciana stops in front of a building.
Here we are. This is where your room is. You rest here for today.
Thanks for showing me the way.
No problem. See you tomorrow, Commander.
Oh, how's about you join me in my room for some, very fun times. Extracurricular activities, you could say. Marciana leaves. Watching the hustle and bustle of the highly strung students has sapped me of any energy I had. I decide to head inside and take a quick nap. This is not good. Maybe my earlier nap is to blame, but I've been tossing and turning all night, completely unable to fall asleep. In an attempt to tire myself out, I decide to take a short walk outside. Yes, because walking outside in a dark school at night is really a good thing. An eerie silence has fallen over the entire campus at night. Did everyone return to their dorms to prepare for the exam? Kinda creepy. The moment I turn around to go back.
Yeah.
Ah, no, it's the crazy Ether. I just dealt with your bond. How ironic. Ether brings her hands over my mouth.
Well, now, easy there. I didn't scare you, did I?
Ether, what are you doing here?
What do you think? Have you forgotten where I'm from?
Ether raises her MMR identification badge.
This place is affiliated with our research institute, so it's hardly surprising that I'd be here. Besides, the final exams are tomorrow.
Are you here as an examiner too?
No. Only commanders can be examiners, so that counts me out. I'm one of the people creating the exam questions.
No kidding.
Why are you so surprised? Everything in this facility is overseen by MMR. Everything from the curriculum to the extracurricular activities.
But then, what role do the teachers serve?
What else? They teach. It's just done according to the curriculum set by MMR.
Is that all they do?
How would I know what they do in their personal time? Anyway, I can see there's still a teacher and student burning the midnight oil.
Where? I look over to where Ether is pointing.
Oh, Svi. Having trouble sleeping again. Yeah, Miss Marciana. Haven't gotten a wink all night. I see. You're probably wondering why I'm always like this. After all, it's not like this is my first rodeo with exams. The written exam is just...
We're too far away, so I can't make out their conversation.
I obviously know all that, but I can't stop feeling anxious all the time. All the same, it's so stupid. You're not stupid. A written exam is still an exam. It's perfectly reasonable to be nervous. Honestly, Miss Marciana, you don't have to waste your time cheering me up. Everyone here knows that. The written exams are a walk in the park. Everyone knows that, but they still get nervous, act strangely. But we pray that we'll do well. It helps keep our spirits up. At one time, it all seemed so silly to me. But before I knew it, I found myself doing the same thing. When I see myself engaging in such nonsense, I feel so pathetic. You're not pathetic. No one would ever think that about you. Thanks. I'm sorry, I'm just being childish. I better head back. Let's go together. I'll walk you back to your dorm.
Marciana and Svi leave.
Even at this hour, Marciana is still working hard. I told her she should ease up. Maybe it's because she was created to occupy the role of teacher.
What do you mean?
Nothing, just that her sheer diligence is something you don't see in too many people nowadays. Anyway, you should follow her lead and head back inside to get some shut-eye.
But...
I'll see you around number 7. Have fun being an examiner.
Ether waves and takes her leave. With an inexplicable uneasiness in my heart, I return to my accommodation. The next day, the morning of the written exam. I've been assigned to supervise Class P.
Hey teacher, are you gonna be monitoring us during the exam? At least it's someone familiar.
Don't be nervous, everything will be okay. Just act as you normally do. Exams are all about luck anyway. Telling them to not be nervous will just make them more nervous. Just act as you normally do.
Thanks, teacher. Quiet down, everyone. Everyone turn on your tablets and prepare for the exam. Oh.
Svi neatly places her pen to the right.
Oh, why am I so nervous all of a sudden? Naru, what should I do? What's going on? I'm freaking out. It's because you didn't eat any chocolate. I knew it. Eating chocolate helped calm your nerves.
Naru-1 holds out a chocolate.
Delicious. The first section will be on the subject of command. Begin.
A tense silence falls over the classroom as the students quietly look at the questions displayed on their tablets and work through them. There are students who haven't studied and are nervous wrecks. Those who have studied plenty and are nevertheless just as nervous. And students who haven't studied one bit. A while later. That concludes the exam. Everyone press the submit button on your tablets. At long last, the written exam which has been the cause of so much anxiety for the students, has come to an end. You've done a good job supervising them in the written exam. Next up, we have the practical exam. As I mentioned previously, you'll be participating as a sort of simulated commander. Where do I need to go? The surface. Come again? You will be proceeding to the surface. And what will I be doing there? The only thing you can do up on the surface, you will be engaging with raptures. You're kidding. There's no need to worry. A few members of our faculty will be your escort. But I'm going to be engaging with actual raptors. Well, it's not as if there are any fake raptors on the surface, are there? No, but couldn't we just take the girls to the Missiles Tower? You know, where it's a simulated battle? Like, really? Why do I need to actually get into danger? What if something unexpected happens? What if there are more raptors than we anticipated? Then they will have to adapt and overcome, just like numerous Nikkes have done before them. If they cannot do that, then they will die. Well, you guys, I'm starting to see why we haven't seen many Missiles, Nikkes lately. They've all died because of this exam. What kind of screwed up exam is this? Commander, our exams are meant to serve a practical purpose. Therefore, you must evaluate the students as if they were active duty Nikkes, and you were their commander participating in an actual reclamation mission on the surface. But they're only students. That's right. They are. But they are also Nikkes. This is what they were created for. This school was created to see if it was possible to enhance Nikke's battlefield acumen through higher education. Students here learned how to become better Nikkes, and how to use the specialized equipment granted by MMR more effectively. And regular testing administered throughout the semester helps them hone these skills, which they then learn how to apply in practical situations. With the final exam, all of their accomplishments must be both showcased and put to the test. It is for that reason that we choose to hold out the exam up on the surface. But even so, surely you can see that these methods are cruel and unusual. It makes the students sound like test subjects. I know, but this time will be different. They will not be proceeding to the surface. And why is that? Just this once, we'll be holding the exam in the school's training room. We have received many requests from the interested parties wishing to spectate. Therefore, we are making an exception in changing the locale indoors, so that an audience will be able to observe the students' performances. So this is all just to please an audience. I presume that means next year it will once again be held on the surface. Correct. This is a one-time exception. Is there no way to prevent the exam from being held on the surface in the subsequent years? Yeah, it's called get rid of the crazy woman that's in charge of Missiles. And get someone who's sane and won't put the Nikkes in danger when they're just students. And then we should be fine. Kind of. No, none. The curriculum is determined by MMR. We are powerless to change it, at least for the time being. And are you okay with all of this? Do you really feel it's acceptable to have the students take this kind of exam? No. There is much about this school that I disapprove of. More than you can possibly imagine. Well, I mean, hey, it does make sense. This is a school to train Missiles Nikkes. But you're an Elysian, Nikke. So it makes sense that you believe that this is wrong. But everyone else doesn't. I oppose almost everything here. I've spoken enough. Let's go. I will introduce you to the students who will be joining you.
Hey, teacher. Are you gonna be our commander? You're gonna be in our squad.
Everyone, please be quiet and return to your seats.
Yes, miss.
Eins, zwei, and zwei, all sit in their seats. Wait, where's Tercera?
Not sure. Haven't seen her since the written exam.
Has anyone else seen her?
No. She seemed feeling depressed after the written exam. So I gave her a chocolate. Looks like it didn't work. She's not here. Maybe she was depressed because she felt she bombed the exam. She's been stressing a whole lot about whether she'd do well or not.
I see.
We'll pass on all the relevant information to her. Right now, I think she wants to be left alone.
Very well. Then let's begin. As I'm sure you've gathered by now, Commander Cell will not only be your examiner, but your acting commander during the practical portion of the exam as well.
Wow! I knew it. I was stoked at the thought of having Teach come along. I didn't think it would actually happen.
Commander, you'll be taking on the role of a commanding officer for a total of 4 students, including Tercera, a third-year student from Class P who isn't present right now. So there's a student I don't know of, huh? Alright. Okay, I'll do my best. It is worth noting that this year's exam will not take place on the surface, but in the school's training room.
We're not going to the surface.
Not this time, no.
Phew. Oh, that's awesome.
Don't get too complacent. Don't forget that although the exam will not be held on the surface, the danger is still very real. If you find yourself in a sticky situation, no one will lend assistance. So just like every other exam you have taken part in before, make sure you are well prepared.
Understood. Got it, I'm good at making preparations. Noted.
I'll see you all at the designated time. Marciana leaves the classroom.
You okay, Teach? You haven't said anything for a while. Are you nervous?
How are you all so calm? You never know what might happen during the exam. How did I just now notice Ain's weapons to the side floating?
What of it? We're used to it by now. This isn't the first time we've done an exam after all. Plus, this time we're not even going up to the surface. It's way easier. So don't be too nervous, Teach. This is easy peasy for us. Totally. I never expected someone famous like you to be our commander. Usually it's someone who hasn't had any experience whatsoever. Yeah, more often than not, it's someone who hasn't even been up to the surface before.
Why in the hell are they letting a commander that doesn't know what they're doing to bring students up to the surface? What? Why is that?
The more competent the commander, the harder it is to assess the student's unique abilities. If the commander is exceptional, it's difficult to tell whether the students are doing well, or if it's a matter of the commander leading them exceptionally well. Therefore, they mostly assign newcomers who have just become commanders, or those who haven't amounted to much. There's also a fair chance of the commanders perishing during the exam. Why would an accomplished commander put themselves in danger like that? This begs a question. Does someone at the school have a grudge against you, or something?
I wish I knew. Oh yeah, there's definitely someone that has, a grudge against me. I so badly want to kick her out of power. Or see Roppy break her ribs again.
Either way, I'm happy that you're here. It's great that we'll be taking the exam together. I'm happy that you're here to teach. Same. Don't you worry about a thing, teacher. I've got this in the bag. I'm a senior, so I've done this plenty of times before. All you need to do is just trust me. Narus and I will protect you.
Much appreciated. The next day, I head to the school's training room for the practical exam.
Is everyone here? Teacher, Tassira isn't here yet.
Really, still?
She wasn't at the dorm, so I thought she had to come here early. Apparently not.
Was she at the dorms yesterday?
Yeah, when I went to her room yesterday, she was asleep under her blanket. I told her that the exam location had changed. I even left her a note and sent her a blood message.
Did you actually see her face, or just a shape under the blanket?
I guess I didn't. Why? Is Sarah opting out?
What happens if you don't take the exam? You get a 0, and you don't get a chance to take it again. Oh boy. What is that? The fire alarm. Fire alarm. There's a fire inside the school. All individuals inside the school, please evacuate and proceed outside. Bzzz.
Why they stop talking?
Correction. All students, please wait in the examination rooms. Once again, I repeat. Fire alarm. There's a fire inside the school. All students, please wait in the examination rooms. The standard procedures to evacuate in the event of a fire. The unexpected change in venue for the exam. This fire, could it be?
Yes, the exams are still going forward. What about Tassira? Is she still outside? At this rate, Tassira might not even be able to participate in the exam. But if that happens, she'll...
Don't worry. I'll go and bring her.
We'll come with you.
No. You all have to remain here and take the exam.
But...
Don't forget. This exam is the real deal. It's too late to turn back.
But we can't let you go out there alone.
Commander, take care of them for me, will you? If I don't come back, be sure to take them into the examination room when it's time. You're going alone? Yes, I'll be back. Marciana runs outside.
Teacher! I can't believe it. She's actually going alone. Teacher, I'm sorry. But can you follow after her? I don't care what she says. It's dangerous for her to go out there on her own.
You all stay here, I'll be back.
Thank you.
Are you all going to be okay?
Yeah, don't worry about us. I'll try to persuade the school officials to let us take the exam last. We'll stall for time until you and Marciana get back. I'm good at this sort of thing.
Is that you, right? You're like a totally different person.
Yeah, what's gotten into you? I thought for sure you'd be throwing a temper tantrum right about now. I almost can't believe what I'm hearing. I told you all before, I'm a senior. You all agree to believe me, so maybe you don't get it. But this is my 3rd year here, and I've got to step up and be smart about this. Miss Marciana told me so. Teacher, I'll lend you Naru 3.
Rai hands over Naru 3.
He'll help you find where Miss Marciana and Tassira are. Bring them back, okay?
I will.
Good, good. We'll be waiting for you. Be safe.
Naru 3 leads me outside. Looking around, thankfully only one building is on fire. As I pass a burning building and reach a massive storage container located at the furthest corner of the school, I spot Marciana in the distance. Marciana!
Commander, what are you doing here?
She looks flustered. We'll find Tercera fast if we work together. Varai and the others said they would buy us some time until Tercera arrives.
So they chose to stay. Then we don't have any time to waste. Let's go.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
There's a place that comes to mind. Especially since she is the one who started this fire.
I figured as much. Tercera started the fire?
I believe so, yes. She may have done it to put a stop to the exam and have all the students evacuated.
She would have set the school on fire just for that?
You heard it yourself during the fire alarm. Normally, the students would have all been forced to move to the evacuation site. But since the exam location has been changed this year, and many people have come to watch the performance, the exams have to go on.
Why would she do such a thing?
If I'm reading this right, she probably didn't want her friends to get implicated in what else she is about to do. She is planning to do far worse things than merely setting a single building on fire. So if I were to guess, she's probably hiding out in a place that she's always hated most.
And where would that be?
Where the elevator to the surface is located. The one which the students take up to the surface for the exam.
Marciana pushes the button to open the door.
Let's go.
Once the door opens, a mass-produced Nikke is revealed to be standing in front of the elevator. Wait, a mass-produced Nikke is Tercera? There are no Nikkes present who are wearing any school uniforms. Or is Tercera wearing a mass Nikke uniform? Doesn't look like there are any students here.
Tercera, why are you disguised as a mass-produced Nikke?
I knew it.
Heh. No one recognized me the entire way over here. I thought I might just get away with it. But you saw through it right away. Let's go. Where? You know where. You still have to do the practical exam. We don't have much time. We need to hurry. You may not be aware of this, but the exam is being held in one of the training rooms. If we run, we can still make it in time. Ah, no wonder. Usually there'd at least be a few students here. I was wondering why it was so empty. It's not too late. Your squad mates are waiting for you. Teacher, I should tell you something. I failed the written exam. The written exam is not important. I know. The score doesn't matter. It's just a failsafe. It is available just for the top 3 students when they fail the practical exam. If you already knew that, then why? There's a lot of things that I know. I know what happens to us if we fail. The school always tells us that we can have a chance to begin anew. But they never told us exactly what that meant.
What are you talking about?
It appears the examiners as in the dark as I used to be. Not surprising considering you're not part of the school. Have you not noticed? During the exams, everyone acts unlike themselves. Didn't you find that strange? We ourselves were unsure as to why we acted so different once the exams came rolling around. We began believing in superstitions. Started looking over our shoulders. Tercera, if we fail the exam, we're reset.
Reset?
It doesn't matter which year you're in. Everything is erased and you start from the beginning. A clean slate. Your friends, teachers, every last memory is expunged and you start off as a freshman once again. Naturally, if your fellow students were to see a familiar face after you've been reset, it could cause a mind switch. So after each reset, they alter our appearance.
What is this?
It doesn't end there. Even if our classmates are reset, they're still technically alive. They'll return to us once again. We could seek solace in that fact. We could be kind to those who came back, We could be kind to those who came back, bask in their presence, and have fun again. But there's a limit to the amount of resets you can have. Once you've undergone 3 resets, you're taken to the research lab and you never come back. Do you know what that means?
Tessera, stop.
We become test subjects.
Oh man, I'm kind of glad I did Ether before this. Now I know what the Nikkes that became test subjects were from. They were from this school. Wow.
Our years of higher education make us superior guinea pigs. We're imprisoned in their lab, neither truly alive nor dead. We're either forced to take experimental medication that could treat infectious surface-based diseases or test the body of new Nikkes for them.
I am so glad I did Ether before this.
We're used as lab rats until we eventually die.
Marciana, is this true?
I've already failed a written exam. Practical exams have never been my strong suit, I always choke. Passing the written exam was always my ace in the hole. But now I don't even have that meager assurance. How can I possibly subject myself to the practical exam now? No matter how hard I try, I'll fail. I'll never be able to perform better than the other students.
You'll never know unless you try. Why are you giving up before you've even taken the exam?
Because this is my last chance.
Oh, it's your 3rd reset.
If I fail this time, I'll be sent to the research lab. Isn't that right?
That's all just speculation.
Don't lie. The faculty knows. How many times we can be reset. How we end up in the research lab if one gets reset too many times, all of it. That's why you feel bad for us. You know that if I mess up here, it's the end of the line for me. That's why I'm not going. I don't want to languish in a hellish laboratory for the rest of my life. I'd prefer a clean, quick death. That's why I'm going to detonate this elevator, and me along with it.
Tessera takes out a small remote.
Now get out of here. Just because I want to die doesn't mean I want to take either of you with me. I just want to live in peace in a place where exams don't exist. I'm sorry, Miss Marciana. You've always been in my corner, but I just can't take it anymore. There's nothing you can do to help me now. So please, just let me go. Go help someone who has more of a chance. I don't want to live in fear anymore.
Marciana clenches her fist. Are you going to let this happen? Or if you're not willing to accept it, then don't.
What?
If you want to save her, then save her. Isn't that why you're here?
You're right. I'm not here just to be a spectator. Tessera, I won't stand for this. What? You heard me. Have you said everything you wanted to say?
Marciana unholsters her weapon. Marciana?
Now it's my turn.
Oh! Marciana hits Tessera in the hand. Tessera drops the remote she was holding.
Miss Marciana, you've expounded on what you think a teacher should do. Well, being a teacher is my job. Now it's my turn to tell you what I think a teacher's role should be. When a student has started down the wrong path,
Marciana pulls back the hammer.
You tell them so and then help them course check. Help them correct course.
Marciana fires into the elevator ceiling. A strange electrical buzzing sound could be heard from above, followed by the sound of something breaking inside the elevator.
My explosives. What are you doing?
It's my responsibility to guide you back on the right path and help you lead a long and fulfilling life.
Huh. You think robbing me of my final salvation will accomplish that? Do you want me to become a pincushion for MMR?
Salvation. You call using a bomb to kill yourself salvation. It's not. If I let you do that, it'd be an unforgivable dereliction of my duty. You're right about a few things. As a teacher at the school, my hands are tied. I can't take the exam on behalf of students, nor can I erase my own memories on behalf of the students who are about to go through a reset. I lack the power and authority to be responsible for so many students. All I can do is teach students according to the curriculum provided by others, support them in their darkest hour and most painfully watch. That is the role MMR has given me. But then, what role do the teachers serve?
What else? They teach. It's just done according.
Then what roles do the teachers serve?
To the curriculum set by MMR.
Is that all they do?
How would I know what they do in their personal time?
Marciana. This is what a teacher should be. Yes, that's how it is for most people. At least not for me. To be a teacher is to shoulder a heavy responsibility. You ask if your life will be over if you're reset again. I'm telling you it won't. You seem to be convinced that you'll fail this exam. I'm not convinced. I don't think you'll fail. Even if you have to take more exams, you'll be going to the research lab. You will eventually pass the exam, receive your diploma, and leave this place with your head held high. I will make that happen. Even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. You ask me to give up on you. I can't do that. You are my student. No teacher could ever do such a thing. I can't protect all the students, but if I have a chance to reach out to someone and protect them, I will do so. That is my sacred duty that I have been willingly taken on as a teacher. I'm not going to give up, and neither should you. Choose life, Tercera. Nothing is over. Not the exam and not your life. Nothing. Marciana reaches out her hand to Tercera. So come back with me.
I can't. I already set the school on fire. I brought the explosives here, and I'm already far too late for the exam.
You were just overstressed.
What?
You were petrified by the exam. You lit a candle to pray for success and accidentally started a fire. That's not bad. Now that you've got a solid alibi, there's no reason not to take the exam.
But
Marciana holds on to Tercera's hand. Let's go. Your squad mates are waiting. So what does she actually look like?
Hold on, is that? Tercera, is that you? Once without a uniform. Looks just like the real thing. Huh? Oh, this. Holy crap, it is you.
Hi, Ray. Are we too late for the exam?
Not yet. We're going last. Once this team finishes, we can go in.
Perfect. Thank you everyone for waiting.
It wasn't easy, I'll tell you that much. I really had to plead my case for wanting to go last. Yeah, she was like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Very unbecoming of a senior, really. No, I didn't throw a tantrum.
Well done, Raya. Big thanks to you as well, Naru 3.
I told you I was strong. Tercera said it to me before. Once the second semester starts, let's all get some parfaits. That's okay with you, isn't it? We're starting the second semester next week. Of course, we can go. Perfect, we can go once the exam is over. Right. Let's do that. What's everyone standing around for? The exam is going to start soon. Everyone make sure you've got everything that you need. That includes you, Tessera. The bombs I prepared are ruined and I left my gun in my room.
Here you go. Marciana hands a weapon over to Tessera.
How did you?
I had another teacher go fetch it when I went out looking for you. I figured you might have left it behind.
Thank you, Miss Marciana.
Don't worry, Tessera. This exam is different than the others. This man who has played a pivotal role in the current campaign to reclaim the surface will be your commander. So did she call me here all for Tessera's sake? Because, I mean, I would be the reason they would pass the exam, right? Other than their hard work, obviously. And you have the finest teammates around, who were willing to leave you behind. And you have the finest teammates around who were unwilling to leave you behind. No matter how many times you slip and fall, your squad and your commander will pick you up and lead you down the path to victory. So don't be afraid of making a mistakes.
I understand. I'll see you soon, Miss Marciana.
Tessera grabs the gun. In the final round of the practical exam, our performance was exemplary. Svi strategized. Ayn operated her drones. Raya utilized Naru. And Tessera fired volley after volley of precision sniper hits against Raptor's cores. So Tessera's a sniper, huh? Man, my want for getting a Tessera copy has drastically gone down. I don't really care for snipers, man. Now what she looks like could, sway my want of getting her. Now, would she actually be a unit? Who knows? We currently don't know what she looks like. So, probably not going to be an actual character. Before we knew it, the exams were over. Now, if she wants to show up, not as a mass-produced Nikke, and we can see what she looks like, then she might be a candidate for being a summonable character later on. The next day, the ceremony and party begin. The faces of the students, once riddled with unbearable tension, are now adorned with radiant smiles. Everyone is relieved that the exams have come to a close. I search around for Marciana, but cannot find her.
Are you looking for someone to teach?
Marciana, but I can't find her.
Miss Marciana? I saw her in the classroom a while ago.
The classroom? Commander, can you come to Class P's homeroom? I'll be waiting. Now, is this to formally show me what Tessera actually looks like? Or to thank me for coming? Or to tell me that Tessera still failed? Eager to find answers for some lingering questions, I head over to the classroom. Outside the window, the setting sun is visible. Marciana stands alone by the front podium. Hey. Hey. I'm sorry my message was so brief. I'm glad you came. You look like you have a lot of questions. Ask away. I'll answer anything you want. The students told me more about the examiners. I see. One of the main criteria is never having gone to the surface. I should have never been chosen. That's right. You shouldn't have. Not unless someone intentionally wanted to invite you. I assume that someone was you. Yes. You're right. I altered the original invitation, which was meant for someone else, and wrote your name on it instead. I wanted you to be here for the final exams. But why? Tell me, after having experienced the exams here, what was your impression? That this school needs to have a, change of leadership? Does this place still feel like an ordinary school to you? No, it seems more like a laboratory. I think so too. Yes, the students receive an education in that sense. It could be argued this place resembles a school. But they are unnecessarily exposed to danger. Seeing if they can make it alive. Gauging their reactions in extreme situations. Determining the usefulness of the weaponry distributed to them. Referring to pilgrim weaponry, and if we manage to create new weapons, can they be adapted for use by our current Nikkes? It's as if we're conducting a massive experiment. So I've been thinking, people need to know about this. One day, when everything about this school is revealed, I hope that you can be a witness. Me? Yes. To the injustice of what's happening here. How the students are suffering. If I were to disappear, I need someone that could testify as to what's really going on behind closed doors here. When you say disappear, what are you insinuating? You're going to go up against the school? Not yet. I don't have enough power to fight them yet. That's why I involved you. By roping you in as an examiner, I put you at risk. You might have been sent up to the surface. I can only apologize profusely for that. Marciana lowers her head. But I don't regret anything. If it weren't for you, I might not have been able to have the courage to talk to Sarah off the edge. I wouldn't have been able to tell her that it's okay to make some mistakes. You think an apology will make up for your lying to me? Why would I say that? Just don't hide anything from me going forward. I want total honesty from you. I understand I'll be nothing but transparent with you in the future. I promise. Okay, I believe you. Thank you. Just don't ever disappear on me. Promise me that. I want you to live up to your full potential and become the teacher that you and I both know you can be. Alright. I promise. I'll try and make sure that your faith in me won't be misplaced. Uh-huh. Says the one that didn't show up when I summoned for you like, what, 3-4 times? So annoying. After an exam which seemed simultaneously fleeting and interminable, a new semester has begun.
Hello everyone at MMR Vacational School. This is MMR's Chief Researcher Ether. Today, on behalf of the respected chairman, and as the one who single-handedly planned your curriculum, I've come to officially announce the commencement of the new semester. I hope that you are all in high spirits, keep studying hard, and may you all go on to become great Nikkes. That concludes our ceremony. Best of luck to you all.
Great Nikkes. The excitement surrounding the new semester is infectious. It is as if all that happened last semester has been forgotten.
Fine. Good to see you again. You're looking as cute as always. Is Fi around? She should be here soon. There's no way she could have failed the written exam. Of course I could. Fortunately, that wasn't the case this time around. He's fine. So the only one left is...
Come on, Tessera. I want to know what you look like. Rai turns her head and looks at the seat beside her.
Has Tessera not arrived yet? No. Could she have flunked her written exam?
Oh, she did. So if she didn't get high marks on, the practical exam, she ain't coming back. No, Nikke. I wouldn't be surprised if that was still the case.
That can't be. If she doesn't come, it would have been to be because of what happened during the practical exam. But I thought Miss Marciana said she would handle that. Teachers aren't omnipotent. But we were supposed to eat parfait together.
Oh boy. Don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that we have a transfer student. Please don't tell me we have a transfer student.
Tercera!
Hey, no transfer student. Oh wait, that was her third time. She wouldn't have been a transfer student.
Sorry I'm late. Tercera! It's really you. Like you said, Rai. We promised to have parfait today.
We're not seeing what Tercera looks like, right? So she's basically guaranteed to not be a playable character?
We sure did.
A new semester has begun. Both for those remaining at the school, and for those who had to leave.
Drei, zwei.
Marciana scrolls down the attendance sheet for Class P.
Ein. Kari. Tercera. Pass. Uno. Benny.
Next to each student's name, she scribbles down their fates.
Fail. Resets. Tracy. Diaz.
She clutches the attendance sheet tightly.
Permanently expelled.
Tracy and Diaz are permanently gone. No, they become lab rats. No. After an exam which seemed to simultaneously fleeting and interminable. In the list of names between her clenched hands, there are those she was able to protect. And those she wasn't. It isn't that latter half which makes her feel exceedingly helpless.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Marciana ushers in a new semester. Just as she always has. School of Lock. End.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I almost forgot that we still have the epilogue. I'm gonna go do that real quick. So Tercera, probably definitely not a playable character. Kinda sucks. Really sucks, actually. I really want to know what she looked like, man, but we ain't gonna learn that. Maybe later down the line they'll decide to actually give her a model.
Ether, why are you helping me? How did I help exactly? Are you really going to play dumb with me? You don't have to give me the death stare. Relax. You're gonna give yourself stress lines. I'm not in a joking mood. Fine, pray tell, what is it that you're not satisfied with? Everything transpired exactly as you wanted. You even saved a student who nearly failed. Number 7 was able to come to the school. So what's the problem? The school board would never have been willing to overlook Tercera's act of arson. Not when it occurred during the exam, with all those additional spectators around. Despite that, me, the commander, and Tercera didn't get so much as a slap on the wrist.
Why would I have gotten a slap? I was just there because I was called over.
What's your game here? Nothing so insidious as you seem to think. A student who wasn't thinking straight accidentally caused a fire. These things happen when people are under a lot of stress. Stop screwing with me. What are you so mad about? I'm only trying to resolve the issue. I'm not a petty person. Is it because I come here more often than the other researchers? Perhaps that's why you're so cagey around me. I know what you told Tercera. What? There's a limit to the resets. After the 3rd time, you're sent to the research lab. Isn't that what you told her?
Was that a lie?
What of it? She was a student who had a question. You are not duty-bound as a researcher to answer. How can you say that? Whoa, now calm down. What did I do wrong? Besides, it's all over now. Isn't that enough? This incident will boost her confidence in the practical exams to follow. In fact, I think she'll be able to graduate without any issues. I fail to see the problem here. The students aren't your playthings. Please. I'm nothing if not sincere. I'm merely attempting to run the school as MMR sees fit. They want to know whether Nikkes can be taught to be exemplary. Can the curriculum we create have a meaningful impact on their performance? My role here is to observe, nothing more. The results never lie. We've made some modifications and there has been an undeniable increase in the number of graduates. In fact, let's see how many we had this year. Naga, Tia, quite a few.
Hey, those two passed and graduated. All right.
That's no justification for what you're doing here. I never pegged you as someone so driven by their emotions. Please try to think about this rationally. Marciana, those students, all the teachers, yourself included, and even researchers like myself, are just Nikkes. You think I designed the exam this way because I derive pleasure from torturing the students? We may not be friends, but I'm not your enemy either. So try not to make it so obvious. If you go walking around with a face like a slapped ass...
What?
Everyone will find out. I know what you're up to. You want to expose what's going on here to everyone in the Ark. If you end up attracting the attention of the higher-ups, then we're all finished, including your precious students. And the salvation you wished will also be ruined. Everything will end.
Despite all of that, you still helped me.
Why? What kind of question is that? I am a researcher. Nikkes are my subject of interest. And you're a Nikke. I already told you. I wanted to see your potential. You were created expressly to be a teacher. I wanted to see how far you would go to protect your students.
Yes, I'm a Nikke. A Nikke designed to be a teacher. I will fulfill those expectations accordingly. One day I will break this place wide open and expose all of you. I will liberate this school and everyone in it.
Very well. I'm looking forward to your performance.
I mean, get rid of Shuren? Get rid of the main issue of the school. Now, you know what? I can't say anything more. Either way, get rid of Shuren, and all the problems should fall into place and be perfectly well and finished. Then Marciana doesn't have to worry about her students being reset anymore. Like, holy crap. Now, here's the thing though. Shuren, like with Snow Fairy on during Christmas, she didn't know that her mother was being extorted for money for the mind resets. For resetting her mind every day. Shuren didn't know about it. She got pissed when she learned about it. And then, you know, she fixed that issue. She could very well not know what's going on at school. And they're doing this behind her back. But because she's such a bitch in other areas, I'm not willing to give her the benefit of the doubt unless we heard it from her herself about what's actually going on here. Does she know? Does she not? I'd hope that she doesn't, but something tells me she probably does. It's very possible she doesn't know. So yeah, either way, thank you so much for watching The School of Luck.
これなら幸運のうさぎって言えますよね。
And I'll see you guys in the next episode, which will be... I'd love it to be Marciana's Bond, but I'm not pulling again for her. It really sucks, but I'm not doing it. I will wait until she comes to the standard banner and then use my regular vouchers and hopefully get her that way. Just like how I'm skipping out on Naga's banner, because I don't really care for Naga or Tia. They look nice. I just cared more so for Marciana than I do for both of them, so either way. I'm hoping that the next event is a Halloween event. Namely, we go back to the island and deal with whatever the hell that thing was at the end. That, you know, chased after us, was knocking, was calling us to the sea. I really want to know what that was. And hopefully we get Tessera, you know, an actual model for her eventually. I doubt it. But if we do, that'd be neat. See you either way. Till then, I will see you guys later.